The Kings social media team is having a field day after that win against the Raptors. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Raps Report. I'm your host, Luca Rosano. And that was a tough game, guys. That was a tough loss. Raptors lose 126 to 124. They dropped their third straight game. They now fall to 7-12. Just finished doing the live stream. And I know I haven't done one of these post-game pod videos in a while, so I thought I would do one here because I do have a lot to say about tonight's game. Before we get into it, please do me a solid. Hit that like button. Sub to the channel if you are new. We're almost at 20K. Ring the bell. Follow me on social media. And consider becoming a channel member today where you can help support the channel. And, of course, leave your comments down below. So, I mean, it's hard not to begin this game by talking about the end of the game and a very questionable technical foul call that was given to Kyle Lowry. Fox was going to the line in a 2-point game. 2 free throws would seal the win. He hit the first one, which made it a 3-point game. He had one more free throw coming up, which was a big-time free throw. A lot of pressure on that free throw. And then Kyle Lowry was called for a technical foul, and I'm not sure why. And it's been later stated by Lowry, and I quote, "I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong." But Kyle Lowry got a technical foul call in that moment, which eventually sealed the win for the Sacramento Kings. Now, that to me, guys, that might have been one of the worst technical foul calls in NBA history. How do you call a technical foul in that moment, under those circumstances, when tempers are flying, emotions are high, and you got a game that's coming down to the wire? I don't know how you call that. And that was such a big blow to the Raptors in that moment. And I don't blame the Raptors for being upset and frustrated by the call, because that is a call that, to me, made absolutely no sense at that moment of the game. Now, let's talk about the entire game. The Toronto Raptors should have never made the game come to that moment of the game, because they should have handled this game in the first 3 quarters of this game. And it was in the first 3 quarters of this game where the Raptors couldn't play defense. I don't know where this defense has gone, but this defense is far removed from the defense that we used to play. I mean, the Kings were getting baskets at will, and there were so many times tonight where we saw uncontested layups by the Sacramento Kings. They shot 55% from the field. They had 100 points after 3 quarters. They shot 44% from 3. And you talk about some of their guys who went off. I mean, Buddy Hield, he had 22. Barnes had 26. Fox had 24. 3 of their players scoring in 20. Halliburton had 10. He had a big 3 late. Corey Joseph, ex-Raptor, he had 16 off the bench. And Hassan Whiteside, a guy who I wanted the Raptors to go get, he had 16 and 9. The Raptors' defense over these last 3 losses has been atrocious. It has not been there at all. You're not going to win basketball games when you're allowing this many points and this many easy looks. Defense has to be better. And I know tonight we're without Norman Powell and our best defender in OG Anunoby, but this was simply unacceptable to watch. And there were so many moments in this game where I could barely watch with the lack of defensive presence that the Raptors had. But then the 4th quarter rolled around, and that's when this game became interesting. And that's when Nick Nurse did something that I can only applaud. And he rolled the dice. He shuffled the cards, and he put out a lineup that turned this game around. A defensive first lineup of Lowry, Van Vliet, Yuta Watanabe, Stanley Johnson, and DeAndre Bembry. And boy, did this lineup ever pay off. This defense was the best defense I had seen the Raptors play all season. They were getting after it. They were creating turnovers. They weren't playing around. And it was because of this great defensive effort by this lineup that led to the offense on the other end, which allowed the Raptors to get back into this game. Then Stanley Johnson had to sit out. Not sure exactly what happened there. Siakam came in, and the Raptors had a chance to win this game. For as bad as they played defensively through 3 quarters, because overall their offense wasn't that bad tonight. I mean, they shot 40% from the field and 40% from 3. The Raptors had a chance to win this game. Pascal Siakam, I know we get on this guy a lot. I don't want to hear any slander on this guy's game tonight. I mean, he came to play. 32 points, had a pretty efficient night from the field. Yeah, he had a lot of questionable turnovers at times. If Pascal Siakam can do this more consistently, we're going to have a chance to win a lot of ball games. Kyle Lowry came up big late. He's Mr. Fourth Quarter. He, of course, started heating up when it mattered the most, and he did come alive in that fourth. And Van Vliet started off slow, finished off hot. He had 26 points. So our offense wasn't that bad today. It was our defense. If our defense had played just slightly better in the first 3 quarters, we would have won this game. So going back to that lineup that Nick Nurse ran out, that was a great lineup. And I hope we see more of that lineup where it's a defense-first lineup, because we were desperate for defense at that point of the game, and it actually worked wonderfully for us as it allowed the Raptors to get back into the game. And I can't say enough good things about Yuta Watanabe. I mean, let's hurry up and convert this contract to a full guaranteed contract. He was awesome tonight. He played 24 minutes, 12 points, 6 rebounds. His defense was outstanding. And how about his toughness? I mean, going after Whiteside hard, going strong to the basket, not backing down. Yuta has been a pleasant surprise this season, along with a Chris Boucher, who has now cooled off over the last couple of games, but that's okay. It was expected. I didn't expect Chris Boucher to average better than 16 points per game every single game. Stanley Johnson defense was great, and I think y'all will agree with me when I say that DeAndre Bembry deserves more minutes after tonight's performance. 7 points in 18 minutes, played terrific defense, and he almost stole one there at the end on De'Aaron Fox, which was later called a foul, which was the right call. It was a foul, but Bembry's defense initially in that one-on-one sequence almost forced that turnover, which would have given the Raptors the ball. So Bembry's defense all game long was on in that fourth quarter, in big minutes, in pressure-packed situations. This dude came up big. So overall, the offense was okay, but the defense was a major issue, and it continues to be a major issue. And Aaron Baines, I don't know what it is. Every time this guy's on the court, the Raptors don't look good. And then as soon as he sits off, the Raptors come alive, especially offensively. So there are still a lot of big issues on this team. This was, I believe, our 6th different starting lineup. We haven't been 100%. We're 7-12. The season is not going in the right direction. Yes, we're fighting hard. We're playing hard in these games. And, we are bringing these games down to the wire where we do have an opportunity to win. But nonetheless, we are losing these games, which is the only thing that matters at the end of the day. Raptors got to figure this thing out. And I feel like I keep saying that over and over and over. But now we're entering that crucial part of the season where you're 7-12. You're 5 games under 500. The toughest part of your schedule is coming up now. I mean, January was supposed to be the time where the Raptors were supposed to take advantage of the schedule. February is going to be tough. There's a lot of tough teams. Go look. So I don't know where this team stands right now. I did a podcast with Mike the other day. I think this team at best is a 6 to 8 seed. But we'll see. If these losses keep piling up and the Raptors are out of the playoff picture after the month of February, will major change happen? Will major trades happen? Will we see something happen that will change the landscape of this team? We'll see. It remains to be seen. But this was a game the Raptors should have won. Even without OG and Norman Powell, they should have won. And they didn't. So, guys, that's just my quick take on this game. Quick reaction. Let me know what you thought of the game. Hit me up in the comment section down below. Like this video. Subscribe for more pods. Let me know if you like the style of pod. If this does well, I'll continue doing more of these. And make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. We're almost at 20K. If we hit that during this time, thank you so much. You guys are the best, and I truly appreciate all of the support. That's it for me. Raptors lose this game. They'll be back in action on Sunday when they take on the Orlando Magic. Until next time, be great. and stay blessed. Peace.